Gonna do a side yard update. I think I need to prune my mint. It's getting kind of out of control. Starting to have some flowers for my bulbs. This is the Zenia. It's grown pretty good. I have to water it every day because hanging pots dry out really quickly. And this is the Tridia. I think I'm going to have some flowers soon. And here's some ripe blueberry. There's another one. It's nice coming out and getting some blueberries every morning. I have some pretty flowers blooming on my rose shrub. I gave it some fertilizer and it's grown really well, producing a lot of flowers. That's a huge bloom. My camera isn't focusing very well today. This is the Tridia. This is the flower stalk. Flowers are gonna appear here. This is the pepper plant that survived the winter. It's got a lot of flowers on it. Some peppers. And my tomato plants are growing really well. I gave it some of the rose fertilizer, the same fertilizer I sprinkled on the roses, and it seems to help out. And I think I'm going to have a lot of tomatoes. Here's one. Yeah, the tomatoes are getting big. A lot of flowers on the tomato plants, and this is the potato plants, so maybe I'll have a good amount of potatoes. I haven't grown potatoes in a really long time. And here is a tomato that's growing. There's another one underneath there. A lot of flowers too. And this is the plant that grew. I think a bird dropped some seed in my side yard, and I didn't know what type of plant that was, so I put it in a pot, and it's the same one that's on the other side of the fence. They produce seeds every fall, I think. So here is what you should do, is tap the flower, because they're self-pollinating. They just need wind. So it falls, the pollen falls out and fertilizes the flower. Bees do not fertilize the tomato plant flowers. And these are the tomatoes that I grew from seed. They're doing really well. I think I'm going to transplant those today into bigger pots, and eventually I'll transplant a few of them here, and maybe one over here to this pot here. Just not sure if it gets enough sun. And these are all the dwarf sunflowers that I grew from seed. So they're doing pretty good, I think. And I think this is the pepper plant I bought from Ace Hardware a few months ago. So it's got flowers on it now. This is the plant, I think, that survived the winter. This pepper plant. And my cilantro is going to seed. I think when you let it go to seed, it stops producing any new stalks with leaves. But I planted a lot of cilantro. Here's some right here from seed. So I think it'll be good enough. I'm just going to see if I can save the seeds, if any of those become seeds. And I have a lot of lemons on my lemon tree for next year. A lot are getting green. A lot of lemons for next year are green. And these I need to pick so that it will have enough energy to make the green ones bigger. Yeah, you gotta sort of trim off, like this one here. It's kind of brown. You can see this is an old one. After they get old, they start drying out. That's my side yard update for today.